Previously on Unruly Eats, we went to Billy Joe's for the first time, where we were shown a great time, tried many things on their menu, but didn't dive deep enough. So what we are going to do today is go back to Billy Joe's for a second time in a row and try out a more in-depth category of their food, but also introduce ourselves to something named brisket. It's my first time having brisket, but I promise you, after having the first set of food and this set of food, I was left saying,
get your ass to Billy Joe's. I don't know much more to say.
So join me as we take Billy Joe's on for a second time.
Hi, I'm Jonathan, and welcome to Billy Joe's on the Newburgh waterfront in Newburgh, New York. Come on in, let's take a walk around.
What was the inspiration behind Billy Joe's?
Billy Joe's opened in January of 2011. It was founded by my grandfather, who's Billy, and one of our partners, Joe Bernora Sr. Joe Bernora Sr. actually came up with the idea for Billy Joe's, and we just started thinking, put it in our heads together, and came up with this awesome concept. Great food, great fun, great service. That's what we're all about. Right here we have our main bar. This is the indoor bar. We actually have 3 bars at Billy Joe's. We have 1 indoor bar here, 2 outdoor bars, which in warm weather are open and kicking all afternoon long. Great time. It's just like being on vacation. You have the beautiful views of Mount Beacon and the Hudson Valley.
Does Billy Joe's have community events?
It's a great party all summer long, all year long actually at Billy Joe's. We have an awesome lineup of fun. On Tuesday nights we have country music night, and you got to picture this dance floor out here filled with hundreds of people line dancing all night long. Wednesdays we have Way Back Wednesdays, which features music from the 80s, 90s, 2000s, hip hop, rap, old school stuff, just like everyone liked to listen to when they were younger. Thursdays we have Latin night, which is just an awesome night. And then Fridays we have crazy happy hour on the DJ, with a DJ on the deck from 5 o'clock until 9:30 at night, and then at 9:30 this place turns into a crazy nightclub, and we have a DJ or a band all night long from 9:30 to 2 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. We have theme parties every Saturday night all summer long. Then we round out the week on Sundays with Sunday Fun Day, great $3.99 kids meals for all the kids, awesome drink specials for the adults who are relaxing in the afternoon with acoustic music, and that rounds out our week.
Yeah, that sounds great, but what about your menu?
Some of our classics that we've been doing since day one are obviously our ribs. That's what we're all known for. We have St. Louis pork ribs and Brontosaurus beef ribs that are just giant hunks of beef that literally fall off the bone when you're eating them. One of our classics that's been with us since day one is our fried pickles. Hand-breaded, double-breaded, deep-fried, served with our barbecue ranch dressing and our remoulade sauce. Some of our other great things are the chicken quesadilla, but I'll tell you guys a little secret. When you order it, sub brisket on it. It's delicious. You're gonna love it. Moving to more of our entrees, we're really well known for our pulled pork, our brisket. Everything is slow smoked every day. All of our sauces are made fresh every day. From our house barbecue sauce, if you like a little spicy, our kickin' barbecue sauce is made every day from scratch. Some of our sandwiches that we're really known for, we're actually putting the Legend back on the menu, and that's this gigantic cheeseburger piled high with a giant cheeseburger patty on it, 2 slices of cheese, pulled pork, brisket, andouille sausage, onion tangles, barbecue sauce drizzle on it, on a giant roll. And the trick when you eat it is to take it, smush it down, pick it up, enjoy it, but don't let go of it until you're ready to stop, because once you stop and put it down, it's hard to get back into your hands the way it was before. Some of our other things that we're well known for is our grilled mac and cheese sandwich and our pulled pork and cheddar sandwich. And if you have room at the end of your meal, we have dessert. I highly recommend our banana pudding. It's my all-time favorite.
Inside, we're gonna do a part 2 at Billy Joe's. Right now we have to make an order, so I'm gonna order some food. For the cocktails, I'll do the Western Sunset, Georgia on my mind, the white sangria, the Patron pineapple margarita. For your appetizers, I'll do chicken quesadilla. Substitute the chicken for brisket though. Mac bites, because those were good last time. Fried shrimp. For your entrees, I'll do the Brontosaurus beef rib, the Legend burger, your sliced brisket, and the side, baked beans, mac and cheese, cornbread, sweet potato fries, and steamed broccoli and cheddar. I think that'll complete my order, and that'll be that. Perfect. So we have the Patron pineapple margarita here, the Western Sunset, as you saw me order the last time I was here, because it was just that good. The white sangria with apricot Bacardi, the Georgia on my mind. We'll try the Patron pineapple margarita first. All right, so that's strong as shit. Whoever made that with passion, and I appreciate it. That's damn good though, because the accents of the pineapple are there. The lime is very much there. There's 2 garnishes of lime right there, and that's for a reason. That's crack right there. That's fire. Along with that, the Patron. I don't know if you have Patron, but Patron is a great drinking drink, 1, but 2, with that combination of the lime and the pineapple, bro, off to a good start. I didn't expect anything less. Now we have our Western Sunset here. Again, oh, I don't know what they did this time, but this one's cracked. And it's probably because the first time I did all syrup at the bottom the first time, and then the second sip I did the top. But this time I mixed them both so you get the proper flavor. Accents are there, the sweetness is there, and when they're blended together, oh my days. You really can taste the coconut. Like last time I couldn't taste the coconut, the coconut rum is very prevalent in this one. On to the apricot Bacardi infused white sangria. I have high hopes for this one. I'm a sangria guy. Most sangrias are pretty mellow, chill. So let's give this one a mix. Bro, I don't know what the Georgia on my mind is gonna be like, but this right here is crack. Nah, that's my favorite so far, bro. The flavors are there, and they're almost like, you know when you eat something and the flavors when you drink it, you almost feel the aroma of it on the outside as well. That's what that drink does for me. And there's like a slight fizz of carbonation. This is my favorite. I would take this in a college classroom. Even though that's illegal, I would do that. This is crack. I would drink this at any point in the day. Yeah, no, I'll be drinking this for the rest of the video. Don't get it twisted. All right, so here we have Georgia on my mind. Got a mix of fruits here. Give that a little whisk. I might have done fucked up and said this was my favorite. This is crack. That's a close second. Bro, that's a close call. That's a close one, bro. The orange, the lime, and the lemon are very potent in that right there. And the liquor complements those citrusy flavors just as well. There's no carbonation, but it's just as good because it's still smooth, and then you get the back end kick of the liquor. Oh my days. Out of these 4, my favorite has to be the apricot Bacardi infused white sangria. So I made a mistake. This is the sangria, and this is the Georgia on my mind. It still doesn't change my answer. The Georgia on my mind is my favorite. Our appetizer came. We have the brisket quesadilla. We have our fried shrimp here with cocktail dipping sauce and a remoulade. It has like a Cajun, it's a mayo base with Cajun in it. And our favorite. Now let me tell you something. This appetizer was our favorite during our first video. We got the mac and cheese balls. I don't know if this is the cheese sauce from last time, but we're gonna find out. Because whatever sauce was in that last video, y'all saw the expression. We're gonna have the brisket first, perfect bite. What I'm noticing first, they don't skimp you with the meat. And I tell you guys every time I'm on in a review, when it comes to restaurants that give you an abundance of meat, they're getting an A+ for me off bat if the flavors match the amount of meat that you get, because you're paying for it at the end of the day. If you're gonna pay for it, you might as well fill your belly. And they totally do not skimp you with the brisket here. And if I'm being honest, I've never had brisket in my life. Take a bite out of this. Listen, flavor there, tenderness there, abundance of meat there. There's a nice crust on the outside. The meat to cheese ratio is perfect. I didn't expect anything less. All right, let's try the shrimp now. Crispy shrimp. I'm excited for the remoulade. You know I love my mayo. I know it's not Japanese mayo, but I love my mayo. So take off the tail. Get a fresh, clean bite first. Perfect crunch. Lovely breaded on the outside. I think that's panko. The shrimp isn't overcooked, so it's not chewy. You see the same vibe of being in a blissful place? That's what Billy Joe's is doing and has done before. Brings you to that blissful place of when you're eating their food, you're here, you're present. The bills that you owe don't matter. The work that you gotta go to tomorrow after Mother's Day on Monday don't matter. Your relationship problems don't matter. Your domestic disputes don't matter. Bro, this is crack. I don't know, I don't eat the tails. Do you eat the tails? I don't. The remoulade sauce here. Healthy bite. Bomba. That's crack. I mean big time crack. That's not small time. That's big time crack. Oh my days. Nah. This compared to that other sauce, I don't know what that other sauce was. I want to say it was either the cheese sauce or the barbecue ranch. This number one. This is number one. The remoulade, when you come here, the remoulade, I believe, remoulade? Oh my days. That sauce is disrespectful. Disrespectful. Shrimp was amazing. Let's do the cheese balls. So this is a cheese ball. Elegant. Elegant. There's nothing to really explain. This is elegant. Oh my days. Cheese inside, perfect. Breading on the outside, perfect. When it comes to this cheese ball, the breading on the outside is there, so it gives you enough room so that it's not just the cheese of the ball on the inside, but you also have the breading on the outside to dip in the sauce. So let's dip it in their cheese sauce. Oh my days, thick baby. Bro, listen, crack. Cheese balls is a must. If you come here, you need to start with cheese balls. You should not start with anything else but the cheese balls, I promise you. If you haven't made it to Billy Joe, I don't know what you're doing. I really don't. I don't know what you're doing. You're sleeping. You're sleeping. You go into any other barbecue spot in New York or any other barbecue spot in Connecticut or any of the areas around, surrounding areas, you're sleeping if you haven't come to Billy Joe's, bro. Oh my days. How much more convincing do you need? You need a part 3? The entrees came. So what we have here is we have the beef ribs with your onion straws, sweet cornbread, and steamed broccoli with their homemade cheese sauce on top. Then we have brisket topped with jalapenos, a side of the cornbread as well, and your mac and cheese, and I want to say that sweet potato, mashed sweet potatoes. I got a side of baked beans and mac and cheese because their mac and cheese is godly. And listen, we got the big boy here. Now, Plan B Burger, you know I love you, but look at this. Look at that. That is what they call the Legend Burger. You will see back on the menu very soon, but G's and P's. So we're just gonna dive right in. This has coleslaw, their fried onion straws, sausage, brisket, cheese, buttery buns on top of what? A quarter pound of beef with some sweet fries. And you know from the last video, at Lobster Craft, I love sweet fries. So my sweet potato fries. Take out these two, and we are going to get a perfect bite. Oh my days, look at this. Let's take a big bite out of this. Bro, oh my days. Disrespectful to a T. This burger right here is shitting on any other burger place I've ever been to in my life. This is one of the best burgers I've had in my life. Oh my days. You have the beef, you have the brisket, you have the sausage, the coleslaw, and the fried onions topped with some salt. I don't know if they have sauce on here or if that's just the flavors blending together. Bro, if you want something to fill you up, and you don't have to order anything else on the menu, you order that burger. That's it. Because it comes with a side of fries. You order this right here, you'll come in, eat this, and be done. You'll tap out. You've superseded my expectation on that burger, that entree alone. That right there is something different. That is what you call making a burger special. That's a special burger right there. There's a reason it's called the Legend. It's filled with meat. It's gonna fill you up. And it's very flavorful because you're getting different flavors. You're getting the brisket that has its own flavor, the sausage or the bacon, coleslaw, but then they all blend together to make this beautiful melody. I appreciate that burger. Don't even think you could come in and eat that with something else because that's gonna take you out. It's gonna take you out. But now it's time to move on to the Brontosaurus beef ribs. It's not like I'm going into Jurassic Park. Jesus. Jesus. Shit. Wow. Tell me what that means. That means your beef is tender. Look at this. It fell off of the bone. Y'all just witnessed it. Yeah, just witnessed it. Tender beef. Amazing. Look at that. I'm a big seafood guy. But this right here, because it's packed with flavor, and then on top of that, being that I'm not a barbecue guy, I haven't had big ribs like this. I haven't had brisket like that. But you clearly see that they have that on the menu that you can try out. But also, that meat was the most tender, juiciest, suck it. Jesus Christ, me didn't even know. Hats off to you, Billy Joe. Perfect crust on the outside. Sauce is great. Beef is tender. Let's move on, because I'm gonna get stuck on this one plate. So we have our onion straws here, and this is a side. And it's a beautiful side, if you can get to it. Let's try this broccoli and cheese. If you have competition with Billy Joe's, let me know, but right now, it doesn't matter what you do. That Legend Burger is gonna take you out single-handedly. Beef tender, broccoli is amazing with that cheese sauce, but now we have to put the brisket to the test. So we have our brisket with our jalapenos on top. I'm trying to pick it up, I can't. Look at this. I can't, like, I'm telling you, it's tender as hell. That barbecue sauce and this meat. No, see, now we at the end, so now I can eat. I can eat. We don't got nothing else to try but these sides. I'm eating this. Nah, bro. That barbecue sauce with that tender beef. If I haven't convinced you yet, what more do you want? This is amazing, bro. And you telling me I haven't had this? No one couldn't tell me that brisket was this good? Man, bro. Because I think I've seen brisket, and the brisket I see is usually like kind of stringy. I know I haven't seen brisket fall off the bone like that, or fall off the fork like this. A+, A+, A+ all around. What I will say is that if you want the brisket, you definitely have to have a side. And so with that, we're gonna try these sides, and this right here, mashed sweet potatoes. I believe those are sugared walnuts on top. I wanna say that's sugary walnut. Let's get a taste. Y'all might think I'm lying. This is crack. These are crack. And that's because I love sweet potatoes on their own. But then they flavored it where you have, I want to say cinnamon, and then the sugary walnuts on top adds that crunch into the smoothness of the potato. The baked beans. Now listen to me. Listen to me. You either a master at baked beans or you're bottom of the barrel. I can see off rip. Look. You can see meat in the baked beans. Look at that. There's meat all in the baked beans. Let's get a solid bite. Ooh, look at that. Beans not overcooked, so they're not too mushy. You got the onions in there, so you get a little bit of chunkiness, but then what really brings those beans to the top of the top of the bar is the meat that's in there. I think it's brisket. I want to say it's brisket. I'm not sure. It could be just some pork, but they have meat, beans, onions to make it savory but smooth and delicious at the same time. It's hard to give a restaurant such a great rating and give them something wrong. There's nothing wrong with any of the plates I just had, like zero, which is astonishing to me. Keep playing and acting like you don't want to come to Billy Joe's. I'm telling you. They have our sweet cornbread. What you expect out of moist cornbread? When you break it apart and it starts to like dance all over the place with the crumbs, you don't have good cornbread. My mouth is literally salivating from the rest that's stuck at the top of the roof of my mouth. From them starting with your amazing drink, and you already know the Georgia on my mind is my favorite at the moment out of any drink. Then you have your appetizers where you can have the shrimp, you can have the cheese balls, you can have the quesadilla. Those will be great to pair up with a drink. Then you have these like godly entrees, supersized, that will fill you up and you're getting what you paid for. The Legend Burger, untouchable. The Brontosaurus ribs, big, tender, juicy, fat rendered correctly. Hands down, one of my favorite choices when it comes to beef. And then the brisket. My first time having brisket, I'm blown out of the water. If you feel like you got good brisket, you better be able to top Billy Joe's, because I'm coming to your place. And I'm gonna review your brisket. If it ain't this good, I'm sorry, you're getting the F. Because this is an A+ right here. I expect this right here. And if it's not, I'm coming back to Billy Joe's to spend my money. Because y'all are not doing it like that. I promise you, it's just, they're untouchable. I appreciate all the staff that contributed into making this experience what it was. Thank you, Jonathan, for having me here. This is an amazing, amazing time. Even to understand what Billy Joe's is about, it really opened my eyes to seeing and understanding the culture here, the food here, and just the overall experience when it comes to Billy Joe's. And so if you haven't come to Billy Joe's yet, I need you to come down here. I need you, and even if it's just for me, I need y'all to experience it so you know that I'm not just exaggerating because I'm doing a food review. This is damn good. untouchably good. But that pretty much wraps up the video. I hope to see you all on the next one. But until then, you'll only be able to see that here at Unruly Eats. So I'll see you at the next one. Bumba.